Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Satisfied Form with another episode, and finally, we have GTA V. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so happy finally that I get to bring it out to you guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like. If you're new here, just subscribe, and you'll be tuned in to my uploads that are on a very inconsistent basis. Don't worry, it'll soon change. So, what I want to talk about this time around, I wanted to talk about why going to college and doing things to get into college is important. So, it might sound boring to a couple of you guys, but since I can relate at the moment, I am a senior in high school, and I am planning to do my post-secondary education. I want to go to college. That's basically what it means. Post-secondary education means going to college or university to further your education in life. Okay, so to start off, why should you go to college? Well, the first thing is because when you go to college, you are extending your education. You're learning more. You get more opportunities. I think it's important is because you make so many more connections in college that when you eventually get out of college, you could basically land a job as soon as like that. Because when you make connections with people, you get to branch out, and depending on the major you want, you're going to be taking like writing classes, you're going to be taking math classes, you're going to be taking science classes. So you're going to branch out with all these people in these different classes. And by the time you graduate, these people will be majored in something as well. So if they already have an internship or something, they could probably hook you up and get you an internship as well. Okay, now, also, you can make way more money. If you're a high school graduate compared to a person who gets a bachelor's degree, that is so important, because if you have a bachelor's degree, it's way more beneficial to you in the long run. You'll be making way more money than that. And plus, bachelor's degree are now like the high school diploma in like today's modern society. Not a lot of people care. Oh, you have a bachelor's. Okay. Well, the thing is with me, what I want to do is I don't want to work here, but I want to work outside, because usually when you bring a degree that's from the United States to a foreign country, you usually make more money than you would in the United States. So, that's my plan. Hopefully it works out. I'm praying that it works. But if you do eventually do work outside in a foreign country, you get so many way more benefits. You get more money, like I just said. You get all the holidays, supposedly, depending on the country and depending on the job you take. But you'll be happier in the long run. And plus, you'll be more settled down because you have more money, so you can do whatever the heck you want to do with the money. Okay, moving on to high school. I kind of went future to present, and now, we're in present right now. So anyways, the reason why I think the reasons that you should consider college and what you need to do to get your hopes up for college. Okay, so the first thing is education. Simple as that. You get your high school diploma, you go to college, after you graduate college, you get a job. Not all people do that. I know a friend who's doing the National Guard. Shout out to him. He's my best friend. But yeah, he's taking a different route, but he still wants to go to college, and he still wants to do well in life. He wants to get a job, he wants to settle down, and the same with me. I'm just not doing the National Guard. I'm not doing the Army stuff. That's him. So what I'm saying is just get your education, so at least you have a solid ground to work from. Okay, so your academics. That's like the main thing. Academics is doing well in school. The 3 S's: doing well in school, and doing well in school. Basically, what you want to do, I think a well-rounded student would have like a B plus average to a B plus to an A minus GPA. That's like between a 3.3 to a 3.7. Some people's GPA might differ because of extracurriculars, because of sports, because of tests, because of whatever. But you want to be consistent enough to the point where your grades are either really, really good or really, really average. So if you're really, really average and you're taking accelerated and AP and CIS and honors classes, you'll be totally fine just because you're doing all those stuff. And it'd be way more better if you're doing sports, if you're doing extracurriculars, if you're in clubs, if you're involved in your school, volunteering-wise and academic-wise, like National Honor Society, volunteer work, student council, stuff like that. If you're involved in that kind of stuff, it kind of looks better when you apply to college, because colleges want people who are going to be the leaders of the future. They don't want bums that are going to not do anything in college and literally just fail and not contribute to their school community. That's the point of the counselors admitting you into the college. They want to see how well-rounded you are. They don't care if you did so shit on your ACT test or your SAT or your Accuplacer. They care if you're well-rounded. So let's say I did pretty decent on my ACT. I took the ACT, not the SAT, because I'm not that smart. I took the ACT, and I did pretty decent. And my GPA is pretty decent as well, and I'm wanting to apply to college. They're going to look at that, and plus I did varsity tennis. I am in National Honor Society. I am part of volunteering services. We don't have a student council, so that kind of takes away that part of my high school career. But I'm very involved, and at the same time, I'm doing pretty well in academics. So a college would take me over than someone that has a 4.0, a 20, let's say 28 on their ACT, and just that. You don't do any sports, you don't do any volunteering, nothing like that. The thing is, you want to be well-rounded because colleges want to see how diverse you are in school. So also, going down to athletics, you are a student athlete. That means you do things inside of school for your school, and you do things outside of your school, which is sports. You want to basically be on track to graduate, and at the same time have fun with sports. That's the point. You want to do sports because you want to have fun in high school before you leave. So don't screw it up. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't screw it up because you're going to eventually regret it. If you fail a class, you will not be able to participate in a sport, and that's sucky, especially if you're a senior. That means you won't play the sport, and you're probably not going to graduate. So get your life together. I'm trying to avoid cussing this time around, but get your life together, basically. Also, with testing, you can suck at testing. You can have anxiety. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Colleges don't look only at that one aspect. Like I said, you should be well-rounded. If you're well-rounded, you'll be good to go. And at the same time, you don't have to go to like a high school. You don't have to go to Harvard. You don't have to go to Yale, even though it'd be way better if you got like a degree from there. But at the same time, if you go to like your state university, that's not going to be bad. If you get a degree from there and get a job, that's not going to be bad. You'll be living fine. Just make sure that you do what makes you happy and do what you think is right. Don't do what people think and don't care about what society thinks, because in the end, they don't really care about you. And at the end, man, it's all about you and all about what you want to do with your life. And I think I went way too far on this video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe. Hopefully Q&A next week. Yes, hopefully Q&A. Hope you guys like, subscribe. Peace, guys, and see ya.